Hey, what's up guys? Travis here with Every Single Sunday. Today's video is going to be a little different than the ones I normally put out. We're not going to be doing a ride or a trip or anything like that. We are doing a product review on a product that was sent to me from a company called Carpuride. They sent me this big old GPS to throw on my bike, and it looked pretty cool because it has Apple Carplay, Android Auto, all those features. You can link a couple different headphones to it so you and your passenger can both listen to music or talk to each other. So in this video, basically, we are going to talk about how it's good, how it's bad, if I would recommend buying one, depending on what you're using it for and all that fun stuff. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving this thing away actually. So if you're interested, stick around till the end of the video. I'll tell you how you can win this, and I'll be sending you my Carpuride 702. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at what comes in the box here. You get the actual Carpuride 702 computer. You get two different mounting solutions, one that is basically a clamp that goes around the handlebar, and another one that's set up to go on a crossbar, like a 13mm that comes on my T7, or you can take some spacers out and mount it that way. As for powering the unit, you can either plug it into a USB port, or you can set it up and wire it directly to your battery or any other power source. So let's go ahead and dive into the positives of this unit. Anyone who drives a modern vehicle or has put a decent stereo in their car has Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And for navigating city streets, highways, commuting, or road bike guys, street bike guys, whatever you want to be, Harley guys, guys that are riding paved public roads, this is a fantastic solution. Apple CarPlay basically mimics what your phone puts out, and that's what this system does. So you get your turn-by-turn navigation, you get your text messages, you get your music, you can link two headsets to this thing so you and your passenger can both listen to the same thing. It works very, very good for that. So if you guys are wanting a system that's fairly inexpensive, and you can just throw on any bike so that you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connectivity, this is a great setup for you. I used this for a few days commuting around Southern California here, took it on a couple trips to buddies' shops. I went to my friend Josh up at Leadfoot. He was having an open house at his off-road shop. So we just did some testing. We took it on the highway, we took it through the city streets, stuff I'd normally take my truck for, but I wanted to get some test time with this unit. So we got it going, and it worked flawlessly. It was easy to use, it was easy to see, it was easy to touch the screen. You can swipe through, I can listen to music, change songs, all that stuff. So if you're a road guy looking to get out and do some touring, this is a great setup as long as this is what you're looking for. So let's dive into off-road use with this unit. And I'm not talking about following Apple CarPlay tracks or whatever through Apple Maps or Google Maps. I'm talking about building a GPX file and going to Mexico, somewhere you don't have cell phone service, or the hills of Colorado, where I actually did some testing with this unit. So I use Gaia GPS to build my tracks, and in the past I usually export them over to my Trail Tech on my small bike or my Garmin Zumo XT2 on my big bike. They both have a slightly different application. I use the Garmin on the big bike because it does some street stuff. It has its own proprietary hardware, which is good, but I'd prefer to have Apple Maps for street use. That's where I was hoping that this Carpuride would kind of be the end all, and I could follow GPX tracks on Gaia through the phone app, on the CarPlay app, versus having to go back and forth between some other stuff. So while this Carpuride thing worked very, very well for street use when I had cell signal and I was just kind of running errands around towns or going places, it didn't work as well for off-road. Basically, I exported my maps, the GPX file I made, into my phone, so it should be able to bring it up through the Gaia app or the Rever app or stuff like that. Shouldn't need cell signal for that to happen, but didn't work well using Gaia, which I was hoping would be fantastic like it is on the phone. I just couldn't get the thing to work correctly, and while this isn't so much a problem for Carpuride because they don't actually make Gaia GPS, they just have a way to mimic it, it just wasn't right through Apple CarPlay. I didn't try Onyx Off-Road. That one might work. I only tried Rever and Gaia, like I said. So for me right now, this just didn't work. If you look at my bike here, I had my Garmin Zumo XT2 on the bike as well because, hey, I'm going on a multi-day trip I didn't want to have it ruined by new stuff that I hadn't tested. So I did a 3-day trip to the Colorado mountains with some friends. You guys should check out that video if you haven't already. And yeah, we had this on for day 1. I used the clamp that went around the handlebar. It wasn't very secure. It was kind of bulky and in the way. When I did the road test, I used their handlebar clamp, which had its own issues. But all in all, it didn't work very well for off-road. And if you're going to be doing off-road big adventure bike trips, I would not recommend this unit because it just didn't work as good as my Garmin Zumo XT2 did. But if you're a street guy, it's fantastic and it worked great. So all in all, guys, like I said, it worked good for street use, but if you're going on a multi-day off-road adventure without cell signal where you plan on following a GPX track, I can't really recommend buying one. It just didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do, and as these apps get better with their CarPlay interfaces, it might get better with this unit as well. If you're looking to buy one, you can pick them up direct through Carpuride. I'll link that to their website. You can also pick them up on Amazon, which is probably the easiest and best and fastest way to get it. Plus, if you don't like it, you can return it. As for the giveaway I mentioned at the start, I will be giving this unit away. I'm going to wait till I have 50 comments, which should be pretty fast. So go ahead, drop a comment in there. And once we hit 50 in a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever it takes, I'm just going to scroll through, click on one. I'll reply to that comment asking you guys to send me your information. I'll box this thing up and mail it out to you. Besides that, guys, if you're new to the channel, please check out the other videos. Most of the stuff we do here is ride stuff, not reviews. And yeah, check out my video down to Copper Canyon, Mexico, or the last one to Colorado. Those are some of my favorite videos I've ever done. Thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button if you want. Have a great day.